Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Discourse with Jimi Disu, brought to you by MTN as usual. Okay, today I promised you that we were going to look at the issue again still of the emergence of the Honorable Speaker, the new Honorable Speaker, and the circumstances that led to it. I had invited... I don't know whether she's Miss or Mrs. really, but let's just say Hajia Fatih Mohammed, who is a member of the APC and is also an activist of some sort on matters that border on females and so on and so forth. Well, the last I got from her now, she's still trying to find her way here. And I hope that she should be here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. In the meantime, I'll tell you that our lines will be open very early for you to ask questions. The main line is not working, so the line that is working is 0201 465 7190. And then you also have our WhatsApp lines. Our WhatsApp line is 0809 597 5805. Let me use this opportunity to tell you that on Tuesday, we're going to have my very, very good friend from Germany. Friskila is a world-renowned writer. He's based in Germany, and I think he's based in Germany and Turkey. I don't know which one comes first. But he's in town, and it has become an annual ritual that whenever he comes to town, he stops by our studios. So he'll be here on Tuesday at 9 o'clock, as usual. On Wednesday, we am planning something like a Valentine special for Dear Bumi. Okay, I'm hoping I can bring in one or two persons who would talk and be advising us on who and what you should be buying, what gifts you should be buying for the Valentine's Day that is around the corner. Okay, so I need to take a very quick short break to sort out one or two things, and I'll be right back. This is
And now, we are back on the Discourse with Jimi Disu.
right. You're welcome back. All sorted. Do I call you Hajia or Mrs. Mohammed? Hajia. Okay. Morning. How are you?
It's actually Mrs. Bashir. Very well, thank you, sir.
Yes. Okay. We've lost some time already, so let's get quickly to business.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Has the new speaker settled down? Do you know?
She's settling in.
She's settling in.
Yeah, definitely.
How did you know that? Are you close to her?
Well, it's not been close to her. She held the first plenary session. So
Yesterday?
yes, 2 days ago.
2 days ago?
Yeah, on Thursday.
How did it go?
Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was just her normal session. It was beautiful.
Now, what is your role? You're a member of the APC, right?
Oh yes, I am.
Are you I don't like to use the word chieftain or stalwart. I hate that word.
I know.
It makes it look as if you're some kind of... So, but what exactly are you in the APC, if I may ask?
I'm a member of the party. Some people would say leader. Like, you don't like to use some words. I do not like to use it as well. So
yeah.
I've been in the party for a while. I left and came back again. So I am not just a foundation member. I am an active member. I'm a total member. So
A total member.
yes, I'm a total member. That's more like it.
Yeah, and but I hear you're also an activist. I
That
hear
word.
I hear that. Well, activist is nice because it means you're active in feminine issues.
I'm gender biased.
Yeah, gender
I'm
biased.
very gender sensitive. So that's a better word to use than, because activism looks like you're in some sort of chains and you're fighting to break
Yeah,
through the
yes,
chains.
women are fighting for women.
Well,
So
women are supporting women.
So okay, supporting. So your
Supporting.
involvement is because the now speaker is a woman.
Yes, yes, please.
Okay, what would have been your position if she hadn't been a woman?
If she hadn't been a woman, I would just have respect to the legislators, because I am not a legislator. The legislators have said they are the ones who know. They are in the known. And they
Yes.
said, for such and such and such reason, we do not want our former speaker. We have elected another one. All right? So I'll just respect them. I'll say, okay, because whether you like it or not, we have elected them from different constituencies to go and represent the people. So they're accountable to the people.
So do you think it was necessary for them to have informed Asiwaju before they took that decision? Do you think it was? Did they anyway? Do you know if they did?
I have no idea. I'm not a legislator. That's the first thing. Okay, so
I knew you
and
had
then-
under that.
No, I'm not a legislator.
Do you think it was necessary for them to have discussed with them, or the GSC members?
Okay, so my opinion as Fatima.
Yes, now you're
Okay, so my opinion as Fatima, it's not necessary, because they're legislators. They've got, I believe that they have the legislative powers, and
Yes.
they were elected to go there and do something. So they do not particularly have to go back, and they are not robots. Nobody influences them, in my opinion. They are all matured people who have a mind of their own. So they are not influenced by anybody. I do not think that they needed to go back to anybody to perform their legislative rights,
Right.
duties.
So
yes.
the issue of an apology really shouldn't.
I do not know about an apology. I'm just hearing it now.
Well, it was said that a letter of apology was
All of those things are alleged.
alleged. Yes.
Alleged, because I'm
And
sure none of the
you-
legislators came out to say that happened.
They will never do that.
Okay, so maybe it didn't happen. Maybe it was just
But
alleged.
it was said at the session that was held that they declared their support. Why was it necessary to do that? To
the session
president
that
and
they
his
declared
wife?
their support to the
Yes,
president.
it was said. It was reported.
I mean, there's nothing wrong in
No, I didn't
pledging
say there was
allegiance.
anything wrong.
Okay.
But why did it have to come up?
Well, I think that sometimes when they're in plenary, it comes up. I say it all the time too, when I have an opportunity to say it. Oh, I love what the First Lady is doing. She's the mother of the nation. And I love, the
So you're pledging your own allegiance now.
my allegiance will always be to my leaders. My allegiance will always be to my leaders. Yes.
Okay, let me ask you. Just feel free to talk because you're here in your as
Fatima.
As Fatima.
Yes.
And it was in that consideration that I invited you.
Yes,
here.
sir.
Do you think all the brouhaha that followed this whole process was necessary and could have been avoided?
Okay, I want you to be clear. Are you saying that, do I think it was necessary to remove the former speaker?
No.
Do I think
The
it was-
way in which it happened and the meetings with the GSC. The president wasn't informed and the people were
Okay.
going back and forth.
Well, the reason why I wouldn't say whether it was necessary or not necessary is
Yes.
because I would only speak about things that I have first-hand information about. Yes, I know that he met with the GSC for what was discussed. I'm not in the known.
But you must have heard rumors now.
People say a lot of things, and I usually am not somebody, because I came here as Fatima. I wouldn't want to say what I'm not
If
sure
you
of.
came in as somebody else, would you then?
If I came in as somebody else,
We can change the role. Hey,
if I came in as somebody, brother would have said, yes, so me too, I heard though. But as Fatima, I hear things, but I don't hold it to heart, because you're never too sure which is the truth. Okay, so if you say that, was it necessary for all the brouhaha, all the...
Yeah, I mean, they had the majority.
It wasn't necessary.
Could have been seamless.
Yes, it could have been seamless, but I'm sure that it wasn't the legislators who put up a fight or who were resisting anything. It was the former speaker who was trying to put up a fight and trying to defend himself, trying to prove himself, and trying to say that, well, I'm fighting back and all of that. And for me, it is so unnecessary. The reason is because legislation is you holding on to the people's mandates.
Yeah.
Promising them that governance must be doable unachievable to the common man. You're there to serve. Governance is about service. So if they say that, oh, thank you for representing this person, but we elected you as speaker in this house, and we do not like the things that you're doing, there's nothing to fight about. If you're so sure that, oh, I have served diligently, I have given back to my people, I have carried the formal, the whole...
And to add to it, you've been there for 10 years.
For 10 years. I have carried along all the other legislators. There was really no reason to fight.
Do you think the current speaker will be much better than him?
That's a $1 million question. One thing I know about the current speaker is that she's a very forthright person.
Okay, what's her background?
She's very humble. Moji has
been... Is she a lawyer too?
No, she's not. She's not a lawyer. She cannot allege that she's what she's not.
Oh, come on.
That's not who she is. She cannot claim what she's not. So she's not a lawyer. She can't say she's a lawyer.
Why did you say that? Has anybody alleged?
People have said that. A lot of people have alleged that their lawyers at Nigerian Bar Association have come out and say, well, you're not part of us. But that's not who Mojisola Miranda is. She will never claim what she's not.
Okay, so who is he?
Mojisola Miranda is a public servant. She's been in public service for a while, and she's been representing her papa. I think this is her third time or so. And you would say that she has done well. She's done a lot of programs.
You forgot to the fact that she's a princess.
Oh, yeah, she's a princess. That's from the source.
From the source.
From the source. She's a princess of the source. She's not a princess of Atoda. Of the source, her origin.
Politicians.
Yeah, I have to be explicit. I have to be explicit.
I will tell you something, though. There was one significant part of our emergence that I don't think people paid attention to.
Sir.
And that's the fact that she's probably one of the few bona fide indigenes of the state. At that level.
Yes. Well, I do not think that
and it's significant.
That was considered. For me,
it wasn't considered,
yes.
but that's part of the stray bullets that would have gone out.
Yes, that would have gone out. You see, there's something that's why I was angry and I came out to speak. There's something that we keep forgetting.
Yes.
If the speaker is removed, automatically, there should be no vacuum in governance. The deputy speaker should come,
yes.
So why the noise? Okay, so they said, yes, the deputy should not have been sworn in. There's an internal party zoning. But thank God for the credibility of the legislators who have said...
What did the zoning say? That is from the same zone as the governor?
Yes, that is not meant to be that.
And they can remove the governor now so that she can...
None of them is going to go. The governor would be there, but the legislators from the Lagos West, I doff my hat for all of them. In fact,
I doff my hat... respect for them.
A whole lot of respect. I have a lot of respect for every legislator in the House of Assembly, Lagos State, who stood up and said, you know what, for stability and for peace to reign in Lagos State, Mojisola Miranda stays. I doff my hat for them. They are truly the he for she.
How much do you think was the pressure to prevent her from taking that position? Could you briefly just tell me how much you thought the pressure was?
I'm sure
was it phenomenal?
Yes, it was phenomenal. It was really phenomenal.
Was she shaking at any time?
Mojisola is she's a fighter. She's not somebody...
Really? A quiet fighter, though?
She's a fighter. I've told you that her silence is louder than a whisper. She's a very quiet, humble, amiable personality. That's her personality. But she's a fighter. You don't really have to be audacious to be a fighter.
No.
So she's a very quiet fighter. And she knew that she wasn't sitting illegally. She knew, well, me.
Yeah.
And when you're there, me sibe. So for her, it was... well, this is my seat. I will sit comfortably and nothing will move me. And like I said, about 2 days ago, I said, Oroyi, eni to ba pa wa do Oroyi, ani 2/3 to munodoku. She had 2/3 of the legislators. So anybody who wants to fight should
just for the record, can I comfortably say the issue has been settled so we can move on?
Yes.
Lagos can move on to other
things. Oh, Lagos is moving on because the president is a father and the first lady is the mother of the nation. So I'm sure that they have just looked at it and said, well, I cannot influence the legislature.
So you Lagos. Believe they were backing Obasa, right?
No. The president would not. He's a father. A father would not back any child against anyone. The president is somebody who just listens. He would listen to you. Okay, why did you remove him? Okay, he did this and it's okay, so that's gross misconduct. And then he would listen. That's it. He's a fair person. The president is just.
But what does this tell you about 2027? the what to expect. It's going to be tough. I'm sure you agree.
What it tells me
Do you have a candidate though to 2027?
presidential, gubernatorial, or what?
I know you have presidential. I mean, do you have another presidential?
No.
Okay, I know that. Gubernatorial.
Gubernatorial. Well, we do not know yet. We do not know those contesting.
You.
I don't know those contesting yet.
But you will have an idea. One or two people.
A lot of people just say things.
Has anybody spoken to you?
Nobody has spoken to me yet, sir.
Has anybody spoken to you through a third party?
Not yet, sir.
Alaji Fati, so that kind of a thing.
No, I haven't heard anything like that yet.
No rumors, nothing.
No, we're just concentrating on ensuring.
Tell me, I won't tell anybody now.
No. That's what I'm saying. It's just two of us. That nobody has told me anything.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything.
Okay, yeah. All right. We're going to open up our lines now. 0201 465 7190. I have Ajia Fati Mohammed. She's a member of the APC. One more time, I apologize for the false start that we have. But they say better late than never. We seem to be having a lot of fun here. Okay, so our lines are open. Also, 0809 597 5805. Also, WhatsApp message. Sorry, this one. Is it working? It's working now. 020127709993. It's working. No, you can't try. It's not working. Let's stick to this one that needs to be. Anybody is free to call the 0201 465 7190. I want to extract a promise from you.
All right, sir.
When the speaker settles down, can
Yes,
you
sir.
arrange to bring her down to the studio?
I'll do my best. I'll let her know. I'm sure she's probably listening now.
Yes, it will be nice. And extend my congratulations to her.
Most definitely, I will let her know.
It's exciting that we have a first female speaker because
Very exciting.
it opens the hope that and that is one thing I like in my lifetime for us to have a female governor. It's about time, isn't it?
It's about time. The
Do you have
35%,
anybody?
the 35% affirmative action is getting closer home, and that's why we're
Are you
speaking
going
up.
to run?
We're speaking up so
Are you
loudly.
going to run? Yeah.
I've run twice for House of Representatives.
What
so
happened?
I ran under PDP. I ran.
Chief Bodidod is listening.
Oh yes, listen. You know that I'm one of his best hands. He can build his chest.
So
as
what
Fatima
made
is.
you shift over to APC?
I started my political sojourn in 1999, and that was with AD. So I left APC, AD, ACN in 2011 with Jimi Agbaje. I followed Jimi Agbaje. Yes.
Mhm.
So that's why I went to PDP.
So why did you cross over then again?
I crossed over because I probably was tired of wasting my time, wasting my money, my efforts, and it just doesn't seem like we knew what we wanted to do.
So what's the aspiration that you have?
Politically right now is to ensure that, for me, I said earlier, I said governance must be doable and achievable to the common man.
Mm.
So the reason why I wanted to contest was to touch lives, rich people.
Mm.
Well, so far so good in Ifakweja. I have 23 boreholes I have sunk as Fatima. In the entire,
That's an achievement.
for me, that's reaching the people, providing basic things for them. All right.
I would have preferred if you put pressure on the government to provide water for them.
If you put pressure on the government to provide water for them,
It
and
might
you
never
are in
happen.
the opposition, you will never get it done.
I see.
The government will tell you, the bureaucracy of governance is not particularly easy.
Because why I'm saying
So if you have something to do,
yeah.
like Yorùbá will say, "Tó bá ní nǹkan ṣiṣẹ́, àmọ́ ṣe nǹkan ẹ lọ." Like I have over 2,000 children on scholarship in the Polytechnic and at different levels. So for me, those are the things that I love to do, to serve.
Because what I'm saying so is that I don't like what I label as Robin Hood politics, where people who are there are few people like that in politics now. Yes, you have the opportunity to assert yourself and get the government to stand up to its responsibility. That doesn't happen. You now come in and fill the gaps and say you are giving back.
Well, the thing is that
Especially with issues of like spouses, where you find the first lady of a state or whatever is doing things that the government in itself in the first instance could have provided.
those things doesn't mean so much to me. For me,
Okay, who is this now? Lucky what's the name? Okongai says, where is the governor's position in all this? How are you supposed to know?
How am I supposed to know? I'm not the governor's spokesperson.
It's not the governor's spokesperson.
The governor has a media team, so if you need to ask the governor questions.
I think there's something wrong with our telephones. Yes, apparently. So you can send messages. Or you can call on WhatsApp. Okay. You can call this number then, 0809 597 5805. Try that number, 0809 597 5805. It's a discourse with Jimi Disu. In about 4 minutes, we're going to take a short break. And in the meantime, let's see, what else do we have? Any other messages there? What's this now? And no, we don't want any of that. Okay, don't worry, we won't throw you under the bus.
No,
we don't want anybody to.
When I'm coming here, I know what it is. So
you know what it is.
I know what it is to be on your show. So
do we have? It says that I want to know from your guest if the madam in the studio will endorse Seyi Tinubu. No, I don't want personal issues here. That's not. I don't think that is. That doesn't concern you. Or would you want to ask whether you endorse? I think he's qualified to run like every other person.
He's a Nigerian.
It's a Nigerian, so it's a matter of.
He's a Nigerian. If he wants to run, there's nothing wrong with it.
My regards to her. Who is this? Kenny from the island. My regards to her because she put a borehole in Arole, Lagos Island. Did you do that?
Yes, I did.
Let's call you the borehole politician.
There are more things that I have done. If you go to Ifakoija General Hospital, you see a lot of the beds, and I put the hospital beds. And
that's what I'm saying. I appreciate that you did.
But
that.
when you force when you're speaking from an opposition party, it's not particularly easy. So that's why I have come back home to say.
But the government took the beds anyway.
They took it.
Did you have to put a sign on the bed so that people would know when they see it? You know, you politicians.
Doesn't really matter.
The one in my own constituency is billboards.
What's your constituency?
I know. I want to cover his backside.
No, you see, the thing is, for somebody like you,
does all over. Everything is done by him, so to speak. But I don't like that kind of politics.
I was telling somebody that we worship and thank politicians for doing things that are their primary assignment.
Exactly.
And then we thank them for giving us what we deserve.
What is ours?
How do I go and thank a leader?
That's what I call Robin Hood politics.
How do I go and thank a leader who put a bus on the road to take my child to school? Hello. He's representing me.
Yes.
He's supposed to make life better for me. There are dividends of democracy
with my money
that I deserve to enjoy because I came out to cast a vote.
Okay. We're going to take a very short break. When we come back, I'll continue my discussion with Adia Mohammed. Don't go away, please.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
As we celebrate 10 years of 7-Up and Lagos City Marathon being in the game, we have to give it to Lagosians. We know all about running. To enter Danfo,
we run!
Small rain,
we run!
Sun,
we run!
Unnecessary billing,
we run!
This is Lagos, and we love running. So, whatever your reason for running this year, own your lane with 7-Up at the Access Bank Lagos City Marathon on the 15th of February. 7-Up, the diff is clear.
It's 2025. The biggest conversations are happening on Hot Facts.
If the mother of Rebolo was genuinely interested in local government forms, she would have protested to the council.
Somebody is receiving 30,000 naira after serving the country for 5 years.
From the stories shaping Nigeria's future.
And he don't put my mood further whenever people are clapping, he's praise singers when they ought to be telling him the truth.
I mean, he did not do any remarkable thing in your state, and you are celebrating corruption time.
To real-time feedback from you, the citizens.
There is propaganda. They can never make it work. I will not support that tax reform. If NBS is turning out very fake data to us, because this data lacks empirical evidence.
We dig deep with the decision makers, hold the powerful accountable, and keep the conversation alive on social media. Join Mary Ann Okon every Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the most interesting news and current affairs show on radio.
I'm so sorry. I hate it when people make assertions from very skewed and biased places.
Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3. Let's talk.
Hello, excuse me. This Milo pack looks different. I'm seeing support energy release, bam, on the pack. Is it the same Milo? No, this one is new and improved. The support energy release means when you give your kids Milo as part of breakfast, you are giving them energy they need to go to school. Ah, I like this one.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
For a decade, the Access Bank Lagos City Marathon has been more than just a race. It's been a collection of stories. Stories of ordinary people achieving the extraordinary. Every stride taken has created unforgettable memories. Memories of triumph, purpose, and shared experiences. With each step, runners have sparked passion that ignites. Moments that last a lifetime. Strides that leave a legacy. Join us as we celebrate a decade of running, purpose, and progress at the 10th anniversary of the Access Bank Lagos City Marathon. Register today at accessbankplc.com/marathon and be a part of the journey where every step becomes a story to remember.
The Access Bank Lagos City Marathon celebrated 10 years of running. See you at the starting line.
There are so many distractions taking away the attention of my family, from phone screens to work screens and others. It's when my family hears this. When I cook with Devon Kings, we all come together to bond, taking away all distractions. Hey, no phones at my table, please. Oh yeah, let's eat. Cook up unbreakable buns with Devon King's range of cooking oil, margarine, spread, and seasoning. Great for bonding moments. Devon King's, taste that binds. Available across stores nationwide.
In a world where words hold power, where only the sharpest minds survive, one stage will decide it all. On February 17th, 2025, the battle of intellects begins. The I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Tournament returns, where the best young debaters go head-to-head, armed with nothing but facts, logic, and the will to win. Who will stand their ground? Who will outthink, out-argue, and outshine the competition? IBTD Debates Competition Studio reopens February 17th at 4 p.m. Tune in, witness the debates, watch history unfold. I Beg to Differ is proudly supported by Obiwizi. Prize money sponsor, Tollywood College, Lagos. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
We are back on the Discourse with Jimi Disu.
Welcome back to the Discourse with Jimi Disu, brought to you by MTN. And I still have Ajia Fatih Mohammed, who is a member of APC. And whether she likes it or not, I'm going to call her a woman activist. Nothing wrong in that. So, you're welcome. Unfortunately, there seems to be a problem with our lines, but you can call 0809 597 5805, which is our WhatsApp line. I think we have a caller there now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle JD. Good morning to your guest.
Morning, Mrs.
Yes, sir. I have a question for your guest, sir.
Yes.
In your response to Uncle JD's question, you said most representatives are saddled with the responsibility to deliver. But what we see playing out these days is a bit contrary to your opinion. Can you please elaborate? Secondly, I understand the part that immediately Madam Miranda got into office, she hit the ground running by speaking vehemently against female genital mutilation. And going forward, we just hope she pushes more reforms to better the lot of womanhood. Hope you got my questions, ma'am.
I did. Well, the first question you said is, contrary to what I said, that the legislatures are accountable to their constituents, that a lot of them are not, doing what they are meant to do. Well, unfortunately, I do not know what response I'm expected to give to this. I am not a legislator, but yes, maybe some of them are not performing, but I'm sure that there are a whole lot of them who are, performing up to standard and doing what they should do. I am glad that Uncle Jimmy's program is one that is widely listened to, so they would be listening to. So everyone that knows that they haven't done well and they're afraid to be called out, they will start doing well. You can be rest assured. They will start doing well. The second question, you said you're glad that Madam Miranda hit the ground running. The bill of the genital mutilation, female mutilation. I'm sure that she would do more. That I am confident about. She's very gender sensitive as well. She's gender biased and she actively believes in the cause of the women. So that's why it's a welcome development for us as women, and we know of a certainty that times are going to be better for the women in Lagos. So
yeah, that's quite interesting. But have you had dialogue with the speaker to say, fine, you're now the speaker, A, B, C, D are the issues that concern the feminine gender that we hope that you will look into, amongst others?
No, I haven't had a reason to do that yet, because we're in the process of ensuring that she was stable.
Yes.
So, stability has just returned back, to the House and to the state. So sometimes this week we would go forth, with what we want her to do for the women of Lagos State. You can be rest assured that's going to come.
Something happened during this this whole, what I would call crisis of some sort, with the workers of the assembly being involved. What's all that about?
Seeing that video, that they brought a lot of tears to my face, and it made me more determined to fight for her. There were two videos actually. The first video was the day she resumed to work on Monday morning.
Yes, and all the workers came.
All the workers came and they pledged their loyalty to her. They sang and said, "We would go where you go. We would stand with you. We would fight to the end."
But where is all that coming from? Was that contrived or?
There's no how you can contrive and then have all the workers simultaneously at the same time. I say all the time that if you're govern well. If you're in a position of authority,
so from
be very careful.
I'm sure you interacted with some of the workers. What did they think of the previous speaker?
They said the tyrant has gone. They said, Idetija, our chains are loose. We are no more in bondage. Their freedom has come. Now we are free.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, yes, you can still go back and still speak to some of them. And they said they had a meeting with the GAC that same Monday.
The workers?
No, Madam Speaker. Okay. The workers and the legislators, the workers waited till 10:30, 11 p.m. for her to come back to welcome her and tell her, we're still waiting for you. We want to hear what will happen. Nobody can remove you.
So what does that tell you now? I think somehow our politics would have to be more people sensitive.
Yes.
You can no longer take people.
You cannot longer take people for granted.
Yes.
2027 is going to be totally different. You can see now that people are beginning to understand the concept of governance. Now they know that the mandate given to me is to represent my people, and at every given opportunity I must be able to speak for my people. Their well-being comes first. My people matter. They come first. I must ensure that whatever I'm doing, I must be considering them. So it was so beautiful that, I mean, it's been almost 2 years. It's been silent in the house. Now, you will find out that a lot of our legislators will start working, will start delivering on their democracy and their promises during electioneering promises. So it just sends a message to people. If I was the former speaker, seeing those videos, I would go back and have a change of heart. Probably just go back to God and ask for mercy and say,
you don't think forgiveness might be
forgiveness is the most important thing. Ask God to forgive you. Because sometimes absolute power corrupts and intoxicates. That's exactly what happened. The seat of that speaker became so revered. And then you could do anything to anybody at any time. Even your fellow colleagues, people who were elected, just as you were elected as well. You talk down at them. You don't care about their opinions. Your word is law. No. He had been sitting on a keg of gunpowder all the while. He wasn't noticing.
Why was it done when he was away? Was it because why was it done?
I'm sure that whether he was there or not, they would have done what they had to do, because I'm sure the legislators had it up to they were tired. They were ready to fight and say, you know what, we came here to represent some people.
Even it was reported in the social media.
So whether he was around or not, he was going to be removed. He can't beat them. He can't beat them now. So it's not out of fear that made them do it while he was. Whether he was around or not, they would do it. They were determined to do it.
On a personal note, did I ask you if you were going to run for anything?
2027 is still a very long time.
It's not a very long time.
May Allah preserve our souls. You don't know what happens tomorrow.
Yes, but we prepare.
Yes, let's see how it goes.
We could die before tomorrow, but we still
set an
alarm.
Jimmy, let's see how it goes. Today is about Madam Speaker.
Okay, we have another caller coming in. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle JD.
Morning.
And Ajia Mohammed. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
My name is Sonyaolu.
Yes, sir.
From Ikurudu.
Yeah.
And from the constituency of the person with disability.
Okay.
Please, Ajia, I want to ask you, please, what have you done to better the life of persons with disability, most especially in your constituency? And if you eventually happens to be in position in government today, what are the strategies that you will do to make sure that persons with disability are having inclusion in governance?
Okay, inclusivity. Okay, that's fine. Okay, what have I done as Fatima in my constituency for people living with disability? You can just Google Fatima Mohammed and see what she has done for. I have given them wheelchairs. I give them equal opportunities and rights. I ensure that their children are given scholarships, JAM, GC. Every program that I do, I have a space for those living with disability. You would see it amongst my program shelf. I have my day with the elderly, day with the widows, day with those living with disabilities. I sit with them. We talk. What are you doing? How can I better your life? How can I better the life of your wife?
So they should expect that you'll be influencing things.
Yes, I would be influencing things through the speaker to let her know.
Okay, we have a load of callers now. This number is working 0201 465 7190. Let's pick another call. You can call it now. Hello, good morning.
We lost that
one. Hello, morning.
Hello, Uncle Jimmy. Good morning.
Morning, quickly, sir.
Yeah, Peter Mose from Shomolu.
Yes, sir.
Please, I want to ask the madam there with you because she repeated this thing 2 times. He's saying that the wife of the president, she calls her the mother of the nation, the mother of the nation. Now, we have 3 arms of government in democracy: judiciary, legislature, and executive. Can we now say we have 3 mothers of the nation? Because if all of them are equal, none is superior to the other, none is inferior to the other. I mean, the 3 arms. So, Godwisa Fabio's wife is also the mother of the nation.
Okay, your point is noted. Your 1 minute is up. I don't.
Your point is noted. I do not think it's particularly necessary because.
Can we pick another caller, please? Don't worry, madam. Hello, good morning. Hello. Everybody knows that the wife of the president.
I don't understand. Akpabio is not the president.
Hello, good morning.
So there's only one mother of the nation.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jimmy.
Morning, ma.
Good morning to your guest.
Please go
Good
on.
morning, ma'am.
This is Pastor Ladipo calling from Sarigum. Please, I want to ask your guest, is GAC constitutional in Lagos State?
What?
Thank you.
The GSC.
GSC.
Yes, please
Yes,
go on.
thank you.
I do not want to say whether it is constitutional or not, but I would want to say that they are the governing, they are an advisory council. Every state is expected or deserves to have elders who would advise and say, well, in my opinion as an elder, this is what I think you should do. So it is not whether it is constitutional or unconstitutional. They are called the advisory council.
And I agree with you.
And they are elders.
And I agree with you totally. They are not advisory council for Lagos State. They are advisory council for the party.
For the party.
And
so everything that happens in the party passes through them.
That's the way the party
if there's a
wants it to
conflict, they come back and say, oh, Daddy, we have a conflict. There's nothing wrong
Do
here.
you know, Adia?
Having...
Adia, 1 second, please. Do you know we would have had a bigger crisis if we didn't have a GSC?
Oh, yes. If we didn't have a GSC, the state would have been in turmoil now. You find people with placards on the streets, but thank God for the GSC. They were able to calm the storm.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Uncle JD.
Morning.
Also, Hadia, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. I just want to appreciate God because everything that happened in Lagos State happened under the watch of our God Almighty. I want to also appreciate God for taking control because, like you just said, the law would have happened.
Oh yes, a whole lot.
If the GSC were not in control.
Yes.
Of everything. So now that we have a stable Lagos Assembly, can they all begin to put their hands on deck and roll their sleeve, begin to work for Lagosians? Because we have a lot of places that really need help. Lagos State, a lot of places. See, these vehicles on the road, the way they apply, these buses on the road, the way they apply, they really need some kind of sensation because they drive as if they own Lagos State, they own the road. These buses, yellow buses, we need to really know how they can be called to order because they are really messing up Lagos State.
Okay, thank you very much. Your point is noted. I think we can take another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Please.
Yeah, thank you. You have to telephone. Ajia, good morning, man.
Good morning, sir.
I want to, Ajia Kafila Ogbara, that is as of
Koshofe.
Yes. He had a similar experience with you politically. She was in PDP, now back in APC, now she's in Red. I want you to talk with her, get a strategy so that you can go to National Assembly. You're a very smart woman. Thank you.
Are you going to the
Thank you very much.
Are you going to the National Assembly? We're on video.
Yes,
I hope you know we are being seen worldwide. Okay, write it down.
2027 is still far. This is 2025.
But have you ever thought of it though? Have you ever?
I've contested twice.
Twice?
Yes.
For which constituency?
Ifako Ejaye.
Ifako Ejaye.
The second largest in the entire Lagos State.
You don't want to talk about Aregbesol's exit from the party, do you? What do you think?
You don't write letter of application to come into a party. Neither do you write letter of withdrawal. It's a barrack. Soldier go, soldier come.
So nothing spoiled?
Nothing spoiled. Nothing at all.
Maybe it's not going to have any effect.
Effect? It doesn't. It's in Osun State now. He cannot vote.
But he has some influence, of course, you know.
In Alimosho.
In Alimosho, yes.
And that's okay. Will their loyalty be to the political party or to a person?
Okay. Now that Obasa is being treated this way, do you think we could have a problem, the APC could have a problem with this constituency? I hear he's a very powerful man in the Agaga area.
His constituency is very close to me. The day that he was removed, we had a lot of people dancing. Okpeo.
Even in his own constituency?
Even in his constituency.
What were they Okpeing for?
I'm sure that they had never seen anybody so power drunk.
You think he was power drunk?
No. Well, he seemed really power drunk.
Have you ever met him?
In person?
Yes.
One-on-one?
One-on-one,
no,
yes.
But in gatherings, yes.
And you, from that, you've probably thought it looked like he was...
He's not an accessible person.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's not accessible. I mean, the media have said it several
Could it
they have
be
tried
is it a security
to come
thing?
and he's blocked them severally. And that's why there was no media who was there fighting for you, because you had shut them up, you had blocked them off, you didn't give them an opportunity to speak. You probably just shut them up. So
do you think that his fortunes changed when he, for example, he said that there hadn't been any governor that was more qualified than him? That and believe you me, many people thought that was even a veiled reference to the president.
No, that's statement.
I think it was politically insensitive.
Is very, very insensitive and very insultive.
Oh, you think so?
Very insultive and very insensitive. You can't compare yourself to, I mean, about today Raji Fashola is his son. Excuse me.
But he's also a lawyer now. No, well, so it was. I'm a bit worried. Not for you to answer the question. Remember, my program is we exchange ideas.
Yes.
Not necessarily you don't have to answer. But I'm a bit worried about the statement from the Nigerian law school. So maybe what he did was studied law, but
maybe online or something, or in proxy.
In proxy.
I don't know. I mean, somebody was. All of them had. I mean, they were much more qualified 1,001 times from the president. So these are people who, I mean, had. It's not comparable.
So do you think that we must up the ante in terms of the process of putting people forward for speaker? I think there's a need for them to be well trained.
That's for the legislators. They are going to have to think deeply now to pick up, yes. To ensure that. I think sometimes longevity in the House is another factor. He has been there for a long time. He's been there for over 20 years. So,
but I also think that education really does matter.
Oh, education matters. But unfortunately, the basic requirement for contesting, even for presidents, is attempt at WAEC. Not whether you pass or not, just attempt. So you can even bring a NEPA result, or attempt.
Or G4.
Or G4, it doesn't matter. Attempt.
Yeah, let's pick another one. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, sir.
You have Emmanuel on the line speaking to you.
Yes.
I don't want to be carried away, by the support, the earlier support, for the new speaker. Because the politicians have their way around it. Yeah? Saying all the support are not organic, but there are some, that are could be artificial. What I want is that the present speaker should learn, from the events, that through him are all parties.
Yeah.
Going forward, she should learn how to imbibe in good character, and so on. So that such thing will repeat itself again. But
okay.
Support and so on, I'm not carried away. Thank you.
Okay. We have another caller there. Hello, good morning. Hello, morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
This is Showola Olawale.
Yeah, Mr. Showola, good morning.
Thank you for bringing this, Mohammed.
Don't say this, Mohammed. That's not the best way to address a lady. So.
Sorry. Okay, sorry. Thank you. You can correct me now. You are an elderly person now.
No. Please go on, make your comment. But
what I'm trying to let the woman know that I really appreciate the answer that you give about the Baba. Because I told them last time when in the program that the Baba wasn't aware. Even if Baba aware, what did they go? Is if them the Baba? At least I want you just to explain more. Because I see this our brother there, that is Uncle Jimmy. Recent, he mentioned one thing that he respect that Tinubu as a Jagaban. He doesn't before they criticize. People think that I'm not a PRO for Jimmy, but Jimmy he like to put things to the mouth of those APC too much. That's why I'm thinking that you should help us explain more about Baba. That he put things down on the ground. That he will the plan of the Baba is to start from.
Okay, sir, your 1 minute is up.
Thank God.
We don't even know what the question is. He says that I push things to the mouth. Did I ever push anything in your mouth?
I just asked you that. I didn't know what. Because I didn't even get anything that he was saying at all. I didn't know which Baba.
Well, on television, people can see the distance. Really I haven't gotten anywhere near your mouth at all. Okay, we'll take our last caller for the day. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
You have to switch off the TV. Put to another caller. When you call from a quiet background. Switch off the radio, okay? So that we can hear you loud and clear. Hello, good morning. Oof. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. This is Kenny. I'm wanting to speak to Hajia Fatima. I would like to say this. I think it's about time that our legislators and everybody in government take their pride of place among contemporaries in the world. And how can you do that? Number one, if you look at the past, a snapshot of Nigeria in the 1980s, 1981, that was when we had foreign students in Nigeria studying here. We had foreigners here doing business. A lot of progress was, being earmarked and actually recorded. We seem to have, I'm not criticizing anyone now, I'm speaking as a friend, a very good friend of the government and everybody that is in the powers that be. It is now time for us to fast forward. Yes, it's a good thing that happened in the Lagos State House of Assembly. It's long overdue, for us to have this level of maturity. Now, for you all to take your rightful pride of place, please look at your contemporaries in the Western world. See what it is they're doing proactively for their populace, for the citizenry, and copy it in Nigeria. We have more than inadequate resources to do this.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, God bless.
Would you want to make a quick comment? Or?
No, nothing. It's just that Madam Speaker Miranda stays, and I want Lagosians to be expectant.
Okay.
Be expectant. You would see a lot of reforms. You'll see a lot of positive changes, especially my women. Just relax.
And then this promise that over time, maybe in the next 1 month, and she settles down, we can hang it on you.
Yes, you can. I'm going to do her a message, and I'm sure she's probably listening. So
okay. Thank you very much, Alaji. Fati. Sorry we started on a rough note, but like I said...
No, we started on Uncle Jimmy's notes.
No.
Uncle Jimmy is pre and proper. So it's okay.
Okay, that's where we're going to end our program for today. I've been speaking to Hajia Fati Mohammed, and it's been quite interesting. She's going to come back here within a month or so, where I can take up other issues with her. And maybe one of these days we will try her with Diabumi. You might be surprised what you get. That's where we're going to draw the curtains today. Remember, on Tuesday, Frisk La is going to be here. And on Wednesday, the Diabumi slot will be talking about Valentine that is coming up. Okay, thank you very much. I hope the telephones will pick up sometime during the day. Okay, so go out there, enjoy yourself. Don't change that button, and we'll be back again. I'll be back again on Tuesday. Bye.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.